Well, greetings, hello, and welcome on back. Episode number 12 coming your way. Can I share with you something that I've been wanting to say for a while? It's a little bit embarrassing, so I may never mention this ever again. Every time I do my intro, does not matter if it's this series, an old series, a new series, a one-off. Every time I go to open my mouth, all I ever picture in my head is the intro to Clone High. Tonight, on a very special Clone High. That's all I hear. That's so I love that show. Bring it back. Like 15 years ago I watched it. Still think about it all the time. So random. Anyway, so today's episode, we did hint that we were going to do some transit and some waterfront reconstruction. It's going to be very challenging to fit all of this into one episode. So I feel like the next 2 or 3 episodes are going to be kind of the ongoing thought process that is that. So we can start today by splitting the episode into 2. We can put down most of the infrastructure and the roads and like the quay walls for the new waterfront area. And then we can kind of shift gears and just do a little bit of focus on some transit planning. In the next episode, roll deeper into transit. If you guys have any questions too, we can kind of gear up for that. And it'd be nice to tackle as many forms of transit as possible. We've done a little bit of trains, a little bit of buses, but if we can kind of go into depth a bit more about that, same with the trams, that'd be kind of fun. So we'll roll with that over the next few episodes, but it's just so much to do. And if I could give you guys like a sneak peek as to what we're trying to accomplish, in a nutshell, we have way too many people using the bus, not enough people using the tram. So how can we fix that? And we have just like, it's not bad, but just a few light sequences kind of get away from us, and traffic does kind of get a little bit out of hand here. So I'm going to get rid of that little speedy road there. I thought that was a cool idea, but I think what we need to do is encourage people to use a different way to kind of get through, and there's not a lot of options over here, so we really have to like revitalize the waterfront here. If we can make this into like a driving corridor as well as some waterfront activity, I think we'd have like an absolute win on our hands here. So I'm going to pause because this is extremely ambitious and time consuming and all that other stuff, but let's just jump right in. I have some ideas which will hopefully kind of work out really well. I'm going to start with this one now because I'm unsure as to how long this will take and whether or not it will even look good. So, easy for us to back this up if we need to, right? But yeah, what I was picturing though is just to encourage some more people to use our waterfront road. What if we brought some more vehicle traffic down there? So if we got rid of this, started transforming more of this into commercial, which is kind of what we're doing here anyway. Deleted all the buildings we don't need. This is only going to work if this is symmetrical, but I think it looks symmetrical. But I was basically picturing a road that would come... oh, it is symmetrical. Oh, nice. Yeah, down like this, and then this would cut across now. Let's terraform. And if we get like one more connection point, like this would be the way to kind of get traffic down here. And it would be like an alternate to harbor. And then hopefully not get too snarled with traffic. Oh dear, this is a lot of height we're losing here.
Synthetic Dawn Radio with Jessica Statler. Tune in and dance your way through the rat race.
Nice. We know for sure that if we're on a flat area here, this will be so much easier to work with. So, terraform. Let's get rid of this for a second. Let's right click here to set the height. Left click down here to set the slope, and let's push this all back. Yeah. Much better. Blend this if you can a bit more. There you go. So that comes down. We'll find a nice endpoint for it in a second. This will have a road coming across at right about yay. So push this back a bit further. How's the terraform? It's not too bad. That's even better. And then this one coming across. Oh, that's so cool. What if that was also a bridge? Huh. Yeah. I'm just so used to like, I almost said vanilla. I'm so used to Move It mod and stuff. I'm very spoiled when it comes to like making these kind of projects, eh? Let's see if we can just eyeball. This is actually gonna be a little bit more challenging than I thought it would be. I might get lucky and yeah, we'll split the curb difference. There you go. And I think this will be easier if it's on an even playing field. There you go. Which means just one more re-terraforming of our, what am I looking for here? Our slope coming down, and then that can maybe curve into this last bit. Nice. Yeah, I realize a lot of you are actually playing on console these days, so I think a lot of these like kind of tips and tricks and like the slow approach, and you know, kind of taking things apart and then rebuilding them like piece by piece. I think it's a fun, logical approach here. Very vanilla friendly, very console friendly, all that stuff, right? So, and even still, this many years later, the average player is still a vanilla player, even on PC. I'm not sure what the actual stat is, but a while ago, a few years ago, it was like 80-20, even with all the mods and assets out there. Some people just have no interest. I love it. All right, I want to show you guys something really, really nice. I've been meaning to try to incorporate this in, but I keep forgetting. Oh, that's so... Okay, bring the bridge up a little bit more. But that's so cool. The pillars are nice and even now. Oh. Delete your road. You ever feel like this game could use an undo? My goodness, eh? There you go. Gorgeous. That's a better pillar right there as well. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Now, this is really cool. This I don't get to use too often. The European 2-lane stone bridge is an absolute gem. Only downside to it, though, for whatever reason, it has a hard time going over top. You can see right here, over top of roads. See? Gives like weird pillar space and stuff. It works great over top of a pathway. Just has a weird hard time with roads. So I made like one of those accidental discoveries one day where if you were to go almost the whole way, get our spacing correct here, and then you swap over to like a regular road and put this segment in for the bridge, look at how fresh that looks. It is like in vanilla, this is impossible to emulate. Getting these like gorgeous underpasses that have just like the nice stone kind of symmetrical feel. Like, look at this. And there's still just enough room that you could possibly sneak a little pathway through the side, but this is so darn cool. So this is like almost like we planned this, eh? And so from here, let's do a little bit of shopping, some tree corridors on the other parts. Oh yeah. I don't think that'll go underneath, but that would have been kind of cool too. Oh, no way. That's such a... It's so pointless. I love the idea of that, but that's so pointless. Unless... Oh my goodness, that is so cool. Nice wide sidewalks the whole way down. Looks better on the one side. I think we can try that again. Well, what a happy little accident this is, eh? There you go. Game's still taking your breath away. A little bit of a hole in the sidewalk there, but let's not cry. Let's not cry over that. The thought process is really cool. All right, connect this. Speedy on the time, kind of. What a catch-22. Like, I don't want to be in a rush, right? But there's just so much to accomplish right now. Ah, we lose that pathway anyway in the end. Anyway, let's just get rid of that. It's cool, but like, you know, that'll require some actual planning. All right, reconnect this. Double check our height. Unreal. That is so much better, eh? I won't be too critical, but if we can get the overhead of the rail to also balance, that would be so nice. But this is gorgeous here. Okay, speed can go back on because we have reconnected our rail system in the form of the trams there. We'll get some traffic lights, put some stop signs. This will get rezoned as some commercial now. Perfect. And then just a little tree corridor in this section. And I'm going to leave the room in case we come back for a little bit of pathways. I just thought, you know, it'd be really kind of fun through here. let's be really quickly. Let's be quickly. Let's do this quickly, please. Let's be speedy. What if we made our little like fake retaining wall again? That was kind of a fun thing. I was like, man, I want to rush, right? Like, really, what is the rush? You know, that whole saying, Rome wasn't built in a day. I believe that's a true statement. I feel like City Skylines, same idea. Your city won't be built in one session, so why bother? And then, like, you know, it's one of those games too. You got to stop and sometimes just enjoy the flowers, right? Stop and smell the flowers. Because if you're always in this rush to get to like late game, you're gonna miss these little moments where you end up with these like fun little cute pockets in your city that you're gonna go visit. You know, you're sitting there eating your dinner. You need some eye candy to watch. A little walking path, right? It feels more real. I think like that's the most convincing part of vanilla is if you have the story that goes with it. All of a sudden, the infrastructure projects, even if they're a little bit oversized and stuff, it starts to make more sense. Like that logical, organic flow. Why was this built? It was built with purpose, you know? Not just because. The rhymes and the reasons, I think, really help like tell the story, and then the story brings the city to life. And then if you connect with that story on a personal level, because you're the one like making it, you know, you have that connection with your city. And all of a sudden, this is not just like pixels on paper or digital paper, but this is a creation. Your Sims are your people. You worry about them. You feel bad when you delete their homes. You know it's true. At least you guys feel bad when I delete people's homes, but that is what makes this game amazing. And we can kind of take it to that next level. You know, this stuff, it's not like simulated in air quotes. It really is like, you know, Joe Nobody really lives in this city. You can name a person, find them later. They still have the same name, hopes and aspirations, dreams and all that. It's kind of cool. And that just lends to, yeah, a bit more of that storytelling, you know? People are like, they're living their lives here. That's exciting. Holy hot dog. As if we had just planned this. Man, we should end the episode now. End on a high note. Great, thanks for coming by, right? Shortest episode yet. No. Oh, this traffic. Yeah, we gotta do something about this corridor, right? It's kind of a weird one. It's a bunch of like lane changes that are going kind of wrong. Well, we do have a bus lane coming through. So what if we gave the buses a way to kind of sneak around traffic if that were to help them? And really the key here is we do need the third lane because I need the middle one to be a left and a right. So we'll just kind of let this go for a few more sequences, but it's just a lot of volume through here. So if we can get this reconnected, get some people like taking the alternates, work on the public transit, I think the problem will start to solve itself, you know? Okay, I think we're going to keep part of this key wall just because it does look nice. I think we're going to keep this segment here, and then we'll go straight across with a key wall and then down with a key wall. And then over here, let's expand our beach area. And I think that should be a nice little approach to all this. That's a very nice little curve right there. That'll lend to us doing an intersection. That's not bad like that. And then kind of on that same like thought process, what if we were to bring one more tunnel down here? Tunnels are beautiful when using the industrial roads. The irony is this is too steep for a tunnel. That's funny. I'm going to pause and I'm going to see if we can maybe get lucky here. I mean, we could use our imagination a little bit. I don't know. I think that's kind of worse, actually. These are really fresh tunnels just because of the, you know, the opening to the tunnel with the turbines and like the nice concrete and all that stuff. But that does look a little bit silly. The irony. Using the tunnel to cut the difference, there's not enough to do it. Okay, I can see that. That's not too steep. Just enough that if you're in a manual transmission, you may not want to be stuck in traffic on here, but I've seen worse. And then what if this? Yeah, just a little bit of road access through here. Just so we can get like a property or something zoned. And then I'm really not looking to add more to this. Gosh, eh? This maybe just be a dead end. Come back out the way you came in. It is so tempting, but I just feel like we're going to be asking for trouble. We'll monitor the situation here. How do the stops look? Okay, so stops are getting a little bit borked here. Okay, that one's fine. There you go. We'll monitor that. We'll monitor that. Okay, speed can go back on. No, it cannot because you still have a tram to reconnect. I was hoping it would figure out the pillars on its own. It did not. There we go. Very lucky. Okay, back to business. Steep hill will stay. Tram corridor reconnected. Fingers crossed the buses are starting to do a bit better. So we'll 3-speed it just to kind of see. And then our next evolution down here is going to be the quay wall. And we are at the halfway point now, so I've got a couple ideas for transit, but it seems like just based on time, this is going to be a bit more of a focus for the episode. But if you are eagerly waiting transit, it is definitely the ongoing thought process for this city. As you know, we're going to have so much transit through here, so do not fret. I just don't want you to be disappointed, so we're trying to manage our expectations. Okay. Nice. Oh, that's so cool. I don't know what it is. I love quay walls. They're just so lovely. And so we're doing our best to line that one up. And then this, if we could end it like kind of in plain sight, yeah. Oh my goodness, yeah. Unreal. Nice. So push a little bit of that back. Make the quay wall feel like it actually has a purpose. Holding up the beach. And then this one, let's get rid of it here. I'm going to redraw this segment because it's just a little bit off. And I wanted this to be a bit flatter and more open. And then, you know, kind of like when you go to the beach and there's like big sandbars and you can like walk out for like a mile or two before you really get too deep. Let's do something like that over here. And it'd be nice, actually, if we could try to put a little bit of a breakwater in here, get some rocks going. Almost like this is like a little beach peninsula to walk out of. And then the rocks themselves can be kind of like your, oh yeah, don't walk past there kind of thing, right? Your reference point for when the sandbar, there we go, that's what we're looking for, sandbar drops off. Trying to think of my nautical terms here. Which way is port on the beach? You're like, okay. Goodbye, Imperial. No, come on. Oh, dear. Really? Oh, man. We were just making progress, too, eh? Yeah, that's kind of fun. That is kind of fun, actually. Yeah, so you, you know, throw down your towel over here. You got some nice walking. We'll put a little pathway system going down, too. We might need to make this a little bit deeper. Or, sorry, shallower, so you can see more of the sand throughout. Maybe it's like the tide's coming in or something, too, eh? It's kind of a fun thought. So yeah, it's a quay wall that's going to be in line with like that line. And I don't know if we really need it, but it'd be kind of cool to bring like another road down this way. Maybe this like lines up, you know? Mm-hmm. Yeah, if we can get that to terraform. Again, you know, industrial truck traffic, if you want to just maybe sneak around the roundabout, just so you don't have to put that much more action into it. That's flat enough that I won't complain. We'll right click there for our height. Left click and drag for the slope. Yeah, it's not bad. And then just quay wall right here. Quay wall disappears into the sand. Oh, get out. That's awesome. Yeah, that's nice. I don't think we need it, but maybe there's like a rock or something here too. I love that those two can kind of like overlap slightly. A little bit of the greenery with it too. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, okay, we're making real progress now, all of a sudden. Only took us 20 minutes. All right. Now, on to the important stuff. Can we sneak our secondary road through here while still keeping enough room for a pedestrian pathway system? I think so. So I envisioned one of these guys, but I don't actually think we need it. Yeah, my plan was to run another road, but I think just the pedestrian pathway should be more than enough at this point. So pedestrian zones, we know they're very expensive, so we're gonna have to like shrink this down. But let's just get started with this size here. This is probably like 2,000. Holy smokes, almost 1,700 credits. Luckily our budget can afford it, but you just can't really start swinging for the fences too early with these pedestrian zones unless you're very financially ready for it. Sandstone would be nice for a boardwalk for sure, especially with the tree line bit. Oh yeah, and just follow some of these pillars. Oh my goodness, yes, absolutely. Let me kill this commercial. Commercial, I mean, they're just so good. So good. Give me some fake products for them, eh? I'm going to write them. Dear Colossal Order, Imperial Jedi here. Big fan. I would like the following, please. Let's go a bit further. Ah, so close. There it is. There it is. And I think that can come in like this. This can curve over like that. Nice. Yeah, it's kind of like beautifully hidden in plain sight. I like this a lot. And then the goal for this is to snap some... these types of roads cannot be connected. What an interesting... Oh, it's because of the... it's like treating that like it's a bridge, even though it's not quite. But I understand. Auto paint. Oh my gosh, no way. You can auto paint a pedestrian zone as you lay the pathway. That's so cool. I never noticed that one before. Yeah, that's very nice. And then, yeah, just parking lots down here. We might also end in a pedestrian zone over in this portion. That's kind of a cool thought. Like a little cafe or something. So we'll get just a little bit more sand. Oh, fantastic, my friend. Very fantastic. Can't go outside of the city limits as well, so gotta be aware of that. Yeah, what a difference, eh? That looks actually really nice, really natural. And so let's put in the service zone. Let's get just a little bit of commercial specialization, and we'll throw down some props. And then I think if nothing else, we can maybe just do like one bus line or something, or like try to fix our buses / trams. Oh my goodness. And I want to preface, they're not really in bad shape. We just got to encourage more people to use the trams. The buses are just a little bit jammed, so there's too many people waiting. That's kind of the it. So this is going to be a fun challenge, but what I would like is a little bit of mixed specialization through here. So we can take a regular district, and we're going to try for like a little bit of a, I want to say like red light district, but that one everyone's like, are you what? Do you know what you're saying? Well, yeah, I mean, kind of. A little bit of nightlife stuff, right? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. No, nothing crazy, but you know. Just some nightlife stuff, so encourage you to come down here. Some daytime activities too, but just depends on what your vibe is. So from a commercial specialization, I want this part here to be leisure, and that'll be Beach Square. And then the dream would be, I don't know if these stack properly, we'll figure this one out, but it'd be kind of fun to do the wall to wall. The only thing that kind of worries me is, like, did I specialize the whole? Does this one supersede it? You know what I mean? So we'll see how this works. I think I've tried this before and I forget the results, but what we may have to do is take out the district on the pedestrian part and then specialize off the road and let the pedestrian zone be its own thing. But we'll see how this comes in. And if it's like a happy mix of all of it, I'm also cool with that too. So that's good. I don't really want to terraform more of that. We can put some more retaining wall stuff in. Yeah, so these guys are saying no services are being delivered. That makes total sense because we have not put down our service delivery point for our pedestrian zone. Let's get some power and utilities as well down here. And then probably what we'll do, just from a transit perspective, is I'm going to show you guys one real quick fix that we should implement before the episode is up for the buses. And then we'll just do an actual bus loop coming down here, just for some fun. Because time, it's just going to very quickly get away from us right now, so... Hopefully we don't have to park any thoughts like mid-sentence, but last episode I looked over and I was like, oh, that's our time. Okay, sure, okay. So I'm feeling like that might happen again today. If I were to get just like 1 or 2 buildings in here zoned, this might bring power down. And this also would be a fantastic spot to put in one of these little junction boxes. And so our goal is just to cut the difference. There you go. That's perfect. And so now we move back to our pedestrian spot. We're going to go to the front of the list here. We're going to grab our service delivery point. This is just the simple starter one, but that's all we need. This has to be placed on a road because services get delivered from the road and then they switch over to this. I want this to be like somewhere logical. Oh, it has to be, of course, on a road, you silly. You just said that. So that means we'll do this, please. There we go. Just double check the terraforming. It's not too horrifying. Could be a little bit better, but it's not too horrifying. Okay, so what I'm seeing is I am seeing the wall to wall. So I was worried that was going to happen. So what I need to do is I got to push back the commercial zone right here. And then we'll keep this little segment. This one is going to be for our nightlife. So we'll see these leave. We'll see them come back in. We're going to have like nightclubs and like that kind of stuff. And the two of these together, I think, is going to be a really good mix. So there's our regular district. And then there's the pedestrian one. So this little bit here should change itself over. Fingers crossed. Okay, so back into our pedestrian zone. Let's put down a few of these like plazas and like this kind of stuff. Make it feel a bit more open. Food truck plaza. Perfect for the beach. I love that glass roof plaza. It's a little bit big though. Fountain plaza down here. Oh, that's a nice spot for that one. And then I think just because we're a little bit rushed for it now, what I think we could also do is try to incorporate a small city park area using the Green Cities DLC. Or sorry, Park Life DLC. And then we can get in some of those like plazas and like washrooms. To be honest, I think those actually might snap on their own. Yeah, we have to actually build one first though, eh? Yeah, I want to use some of these pieces through here as well. Kind of fun blending the DLCs together. Oh, that's so cool. And then, so what if we did, holy smokes, hold the phone here. What if we did a bus turnaround point using the bus roads through this little section right here, eh? That is such a fun thought. Yeah, I like this a lot. Okay, so that means these can be one traffic light and then a stop sign. And let's have a bus come down here and make a loop. And let's figure out where that's going to come from. Probably our little transit area that we built. So we can have a bus come from here. And let's go down. Oh, it wants us to go that way, huh? Oh, of course, because this is a, that's not a bus road. That's a tram road. I wish there was a bus and tram road. Well, I guess like a regular road would be that. But you know what I mean? Like bus only. Let's do this. Click back on that. And yeah, let's head down here. And there's your like pickup drop off for the beach area. That's a cool thought. I don't know if we need these stops so close together, but someone might benefit from that, so. And this just turns up here. And then now we can encourage some line sharing. You can walk over, grab a tram, switch over to another bus. Move these stops a little bit closer to help facilitate that. That's fun. And yeah, we have just enough time here to maybe do one little transit thing. So the episodes, they always seem like they have so much time when you start. And then you get to this point and you're like, where did the episode just go? And this is why I always feel like, oh, we didn't get enough done. We didn't get enough done. But, you know, we did. I'm too critical. So next episode, if we could maybe come back, try to take down a little bit of the density here. Add some more plazas, make it feel a bit more open. And then we're going to try to get some more just really classic beach stuff in. And so we still need some room for some towels, some little umbrellas, that kind of stuff. But time is just not here. So what I wanted to do really quickly is I just kind of saw a couple spots where the trams don't actually have good connectivity to the rest of the system. And so like here, for example, is a great spot. what's happening is there's no real way for the pedestrians to jump on over. I assumed we were close enough when I put that down that it wasn't going to be an issue. But this would create the breakpoint we need. And we can even do something like this and just put a tree in. And so yeah, just a little bit more encouragement to get people out of the buses into the trams. And if you do want to take a bus, let's give you a bit of a helping hand here. So let's find out what stop is horrifyingly busy. Oh, this one. Oh my goodness. And what line is this? Is this 2 lines or is this 1 line? Looks like it's 2 lines here. Okay, so which one? We want the one that continues going straight. This one we're going to make into a articulated bus. So bendy bus. And then on the other side, that'll be a bendy bus. Nice. And then we can also increase the budget on this, say to 120%, and that'll give us 120. I wish you could type that in. Well, 119 is fine, but yeah, 14 vehicles. So just 2 more on the line here. 3 more by the looks of it. One side needs to be more, but that's okay. So a couple more buses, longer, bigger buses, that'll help out. And then if we could also just double check a few more of the stops on the tram, just to make sure that we don't have any missing connectivity. And like here, for example, we should be making an effort to get you in and out, right? That's just a little starter thought. And then same idea, I think, over here too, right? We could probably get another set of walking paths. Maybe. Here you go. You know what they say, when life gives you sidewalk cracks, you throw in that tree. Said over a few series, so that should not be anything new. But yeah, if we encourage more people to use the public transit, the roads get better, everyone gets happier. Let's put a little shuttle bus in here as well. Just kind of help out our network. Yeah, a one-way little shuttle bus loop here. And I think that's probably enough for today. Minibus. What a fun little specialization, eh? That's so cute. You could tell that they had more options in mind when they first introduced this, because it was only biofuel, school bus, and regular bus. I was like, oh, give me some more. And then here we are. All right, well, it's 3-speed. The buses will start to figure themselves out. The old ones will get parked. The new ones will make their way onto the street. The spacing will get better. Higher capacity. More buses in general. Onwards and upwards, my friends. And yeah, hopefully more people are using the Waterfront road, which they are. So there's a reduction in traffic. And this corridor, my God, this turned out gorgeous, didn't it? Out of nowhere. Love that. With the wall, too. Love that. All right, guys, well, let's end it here. Otherwise, we could just keep going on forever. Yeah, traffic's better through here. We'll hopefully see a reduction in the people waiting for the buses. We'll hopefully see more people waiting and taking the tram. Onwards and upwards. I can't wait to get back and add some more of this. But yeah, so next episode, we'll start with transit, see where that takes us, try to do a little bit of building alongside, bringing us closer to our goal here. That's it. Happy building. Thank you for hanging out. I look forward to your comments, and I will see you next episode, bright and early. Smile on your face, coffee in hand, and if not coffee, then we'll get some water for you, right? All right, guys, drop me a comment and send me some pictures. I'm seeing some cool stuff you guys are building. It's fun having you in the Discord. Come play some games with us. All right, that's it. My goodbyes are too long-winded. Take care of yourselves. See you next episode.